Hey guys, hey replay viewers. I have to make big announcement in this house when I'm getting ready to go live. I'm like, I'm going live. How is everybody doing? Let me see if anybody came in the room. I'm wearing these shades only because the pink frame matches with my pink shirt. So let's see. Hi, Sess. Did anybody come in the room yet? Okay, so meanwhile, I want to tell you guys that I'm so grateful. This title is actually a clickbait title. All right. I don't ever do clickbait, but I couldn't resist it today because I've been so blessed by my viewers. Yes, there are people that I have in my life for real, but they've really come out for me, and I'm so grateful. So I had to do this video. Hi, 8 people. Somebody say hi. I know Seth was waiting since 3:25 and then I came in 1 minute late. So let me go ahead and I'm only wearing the shades. I said that at the beginning before you popped in the room. I'm wearing the shades because it matches with my shirt, but I'm going to take it off. These are my little Firmoo. Put on my glasses so I could see though, okay? Hi, Edmund. So like I said a little bit earlier, this title is clickbait. We're not going to fight with nobody today. This is all about love. And I'm going to see if I can't send this to the person whose name is in the title. All right, so let me go into my YouTube and find this streaming live thing here. Says, did you make it in? Let's see. I gotta go into my own thing, right? Hi, Martin. How is everybody doing today? I'm trying to find the live stream so I could share it. Okay, here it is. Let me share it with the friend whose name is in the thingy. All right, I shared it. Okay, let me send it to... So how is your Sunday going? Is there a game on or something that you guys are watching? You guys know I'm not into sports, so I'm sorry if I pulled you away. Oh yeah, this looks pretty good. Where y'all going, Josh? You know we're on lockdown. They can only leave for food or medicine and work.
Medicine, food, work.
And they all work from here. All right, I'm waiting for Cess and Cess and Brenda to come in. So I send this to the person whose name is in the title. I said, Lisa, what am I going to do with you? So, yes, I figured you would get the alert that I was going to come on. And then when I actually started, YouTube was going to do the mostest and not send it to you. So that's why I send it to you through text. Football is on, okay? Real football, like soccer or American handball that they call football.
I'm not going to do that. Blow up theirs.
I know Joshua wasn't going to do that. Joe had to buy a horn because the other horn fell off. And afraid of the coyotes. Okay. So let's get right into it. We don't wait for other people to come. We get right into it. So today, the FedEx or UPS, one of them truck pull up, and a parcel came, and it was for me. And so everybody's like, "You bought anything from Amazon?" No. And so everybody afraid to open the box. These bunch of idiots up in here. It's American football, okay? And so they were afraid of anthrax. They're afraid of explosions. They're afraid of COVID. They're all scared. But they opened the box, and this is what the box had on it. Can you guys see? It says "Life Personalized." All right, and it's for me. It was written to me. So there was a label, I guess, in the box too. But everything is in such fine print that you can't see who it's from. So I'm afraid to open anything because the kids were using my Amazon Prime, which is actually Jory's Amazon Prime that he added me to. But Jory can't see what they're buying on my account, of course. So they're not using Jory's account to buy things for me. And they know I'm going to log into my Amazon. They know I'm going to get the email on my phone. I'm going to get the text. You know, I'm not allowed to open no text. Every time something comes, I have to do this to not see what they're buying. And I have a feeling they're just buying stuff for my camera, like the memory card, the battery replacements, stuff that I need. You know what I mean? So nobody wanted to open the box. But Joe and Joshua braved it. And they opened the box. And this is what we saw, right? Let me flip it. Hold on, let me flip it, guys. I got to present. So this is what we saw. Can you guys see this? So I'm already excited because it's stuff for the kitchen. All right. Even if I'm not doing a cooking show, I would get excited for stuff for the kitchen because I like to have tools in the kitchen. The only thing that doesn't excite me are knives. And it's because I have no knife skill and I probably can't appreciate all the knife can do. I just need that one knife with the saw teeth and I'm good, right? You know. So I'm like, oh my God, these are so beautiful. I bet you they're bamboo. You know, I'm tripping. And then Joe flipped one over. Wait, Martin, it get nicer. Can you guys see it? Is it backwards? No, it's not backwards. Can you see it? What does it say? The camera is so far away from me. The camera is at least 4.5 feet away from me. You can see it, right? Right here. Let me move this hand. Now, if I had that camera that I really wanted, I wouldn't have to do this behind it. I just show it. So that's one. That's a 2. You guys are getting the idea, right? That's a 3. For anybody coming in late, this is a clickbait title, all right? Don't be mad at me. All the YouTubers do it. And this is a 4. And then the person wrote a note saying, I saw these and thought of you right away. I was like, oh my God, who sent this though? These viewers are awesome. They're awesome people. And then I went back and I read the fine print. And then I realized that it was from my friend Lisa. I know, right, sis? And so, and she, her husband's name actually is on it. So probably using the husband's account or something. I was like, oh my God. I started, before I knew that it was from Lisa, I started to cry because I'm like, these are so beautiful. And then I got that gift from my godmother, which is the canvas of my mom. And it's like, man, people have really gone out in this COVID time to just make me feel so special. You guys don't even understand. I don't need a rose garden, you know? I don't need a big expensive thing. Just so if you guys sent me one of these and it was a baby one, because I like baby things like that, little things to get into the little jars and stuff. I'll be tripping. I have one right now that, what's this young lady named Tanisha? Tanisha, are you still watching me, girl? You're probably watching from the bushes. She sent me that and I still use it. Now, let me tell you about my friend Lisa. I'm going to try to go out of, share my screen. Let me see if I can share my screen. Bear with me because I really don't know how to use StreamYard. Let me see. We're going to share the entire screen, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go small. You see me in the corner? So let me go and find this. I'm afraid to close this Facebook. Yeah, I could close this. Hold on, I can close this. Okay. Can you guys see this picture? Am I doing it right? Crap, I hope I'm doing it right. Are you guys seeing this? Yes, you are. You're seeing it. Okay, I'm going to go over it with the mouse. Right here, this is me. This is me. I don't know why the hell my head was so big. I had just started to get fat, and it looked like the fat went from top to bottom. What the hell be going on here? Okay, let's scroll. This is Lisa. And this was our teacher. This is for first form at Catherine's or 9th grade. This teacher I am is strict, no hell, okay? Some of these people, I've heard stories about them but I don't know if the stories are all true. This girl right here, Lilia, best friend, and she passed away earlier this May. Poor baby. All right. So you guys see that? So that's how long I've been knowing Lisa. All right. Since we were 12 years old. 12 years old. So, let me show you one more thing before I get out of this. I'm so glad this thing is working. This picture that's on the wall, it's on a canvas, and it's a picture of mommy that my godmother sent me. And I've told you guys a story about this godmother. I told you, I think I took the video down because, sometimes I don't leave my live event up. How do I stop sharing the screen? Stop sharing the screen. Oh, Lord. I wish a YouTuber was here to teach me how to do all this mess. So, let me come off of Lisa for 1 second to just let you know about my godmother. She was my godmother from baptism. I was baptized Methodist because my dad's a Methodist, but my mom's an Anglican. And so my mom just did that to please her husband. But then she knew she wasn't going to send us to Methodist school because, there's religion war in Belize. So she sent us to Anglican school. So I went to All Saints. And after All Saints, I went to Catherine's. I went to Catherine's even though that was a Catholic school because it was the best. It's called a whole academy for a reason. It was the best school. Mommy worked hard to pay that $21 a month school tuition. And I went and I got all the way to Blue Tie, third farm, and then we left on Connor States. All right. For people that are Belizean, you understand what I'm talking about. I didn't graduate red tie. I didn't go to red tie. So sometimes they kind of throw me away. Sometimes Catherine's kind of throw me away. It's like, you didn't graduate. I graduated here in America at a high school down there in LA, but they claim me. They claim me. When I went back in there, when I was going to get my papers and I had to go get different school work and stuff from them, the minute I walked in, goes, we remember you and your brother, you were good students, anything you need, the door's open. They claim me. And that school is called Thomas Jefferson High School. That's where I went to high school for 12th grade and I finished, right? So anyways, I showed you all of that. I'm going to come back to the godmother. I'm so out of it right now. Let me show you something that Lisa gave me 34 years ago, right? She's really crafty. She does the hot glue gun stuff. Your girl owns like 3 hot glue guns because I got them from mommy. I don't know how to use none, and I don't want to get burned. I always hear people holler, ow, I get burned from the glue gun. I ain't using that. So she made this little wedding book for me and Joe. And that was 34 years ago, December 20th, gonna make 34 years. I put these pockets inside to make our little memory book. I thought I was crafting myself, and I cut out all the antinya, right? We didn't have no good picture of the wedding ring because I'm going to tell you about the wedding pictures. These are all from a friend of mine's sister's camera because she had just bought a camera. But this is the wedding. I told you guys before, nobody came to the wedding, okay? We're not going to get into that sad story again. Only people came to the wedding were my friends from college, my one auntie that introduced me to Joe, and a lot of Joe's co-workers. That's who was at our wedding, okay? But we still had a blast. My friends from college, they were there for it, see? All these are my motley crew from college. See? Yeah. Yeah, well, Shania Twain said they thought we'd never make it. But just look at us now. See, these are my friends from college. All a bunch of drunkards. And that's pretty much it. We got some napkins, some matchbox. That's it. That's it. Okay. That's like our first vacation or whatever came afterwards. But Lisa made this gift and gave it to me, and I still have it because this is how I am. I'm not a hoarder, but I treasure the things that I get from people because I know nobody in my life that I know is rich. And even if they were rich, I would not use and abuse them. I would still treasure the stuff they give me. You know what I mean? This year, this is what Lisa gave me. She also made a book like that too for my babies. Oh, this is green. That's why it's messing with the green screen. This one right here, it's green leaves. You know what I mean? These wool that you see here was yarn or wool that I gave her from my mom's batch. You know, when my dad shut down the house and moved home, and I gave her all that wool, and she used every stitch of wool to make me this. And she deals with RA, and she made this for me. I mean, when I tell you some people just know how to give good gifts, I'm telling you. I'm going to put a covering on that thing though, because I don't want the wool to get dirty. So I was like very, very touched. This is like 3 times this week I've cried. One of you, I don't know who you are, and I'm not going to tell you the name of the magazine, because if you're the one that did it, then you can tell me the name of the magazine. Okay. But one of you nominated me to be featured in a magazine. And it's not a big name magazine like I could say Forbes or whatever, but it's a whole damn magazine. And they said that I came through a nomination from one of my viewers, but I don't know who the viewer is. So if that's you, thank you. If you're watching from the bushes and you're the one that did it, thank you. And if you did it, hit me up in my email or hit me up right here and tell me the name of the magazine, and I'll know for sure that it's you. All right. So that's why I named the video, Y'all Are Doing Too Much. But it's not really like that. I really appreciate it. And I'm like, stop making me cry. You know, I just cried. Cess was on the phone when this came. I said, Cess, was this you? Was this you? Because this is something she would do. I didn't want to use these. I'm going to just have them pretty sitting there. And it's etched. You know, it's not printed on or what do you call it, vinyl. It is etched in there. So, you know, they have companies that do that thing. They burn it in there. A true friend from the time we're 12 years old. That's why I had to show you the picture from our youth. You know? A true friend. And I'm telling you, when you're doing stuff like content creation, you make a lot of new friends. Like Cess is a new friend, Brenda's a new friend, Sandra's a new friend, Carla's a new friend. You know, Cindy with the I is a new friend. My cousin Cindy with the Y is my actual cousin, so she's an old friend. And sometimes you don't know who to trust when you're making new friendships, because you just met that person. You're trying to get to know their personality. You're trying not to reveal too much about yourself so that you could go back and put it out there publicly, because this happened to a lot of YouTubers, big and small. And then you have your diehard friends, like Cess would ask me, do you know so and so? I'm like, yeah, I know them for real, for real. They're in my life. You know, they're people that I know that I grew up with. You know, they're pretty. I'm so grateful. I sent her the link so she could come see this video, but I think, you know, she's probably tied up because she hasn't popped in, but she will see it because I'm going to be leaving this video up. I want to thank all of you. I'm going to take that other video down, the one before this one, where I sent you guys over to Jada's page for that concert, because I don't want to leave, you know, videos like that up on my page. I have a brand to protect. But that video has 650 views and I didn't monetize that video. What a dummy I am. I can, but in the kitchen it's going to get greasy. And when it's going to get greasy, and then when I do this, I'm in the green screen. You know what I mean? Like, so I have it in the living room. This behind me is England, High Street in England. When Jada went to England the first time last October, she took this picture, and we're going to start using some of these England pictures. By the way, Joe, can you do me a favor, honey? Can you put this over there, like just somewhere where it won't get dirty? You want to drop off? Yeah. By the way, I have a video that's going to come tomorrow, the egg salad. And then I'm going to get into the swing of doing the Christmas stuff. I really wasn't looking forward to doing the Christmas videos, honestly. I'm going to make my black cake because my cousin Cindy sent the burnt sugar. And I wasn't going to do any cookies for the family. You know, no other desserts but the black cake. For the wedding anniversary, I was going to ask Joe if he wanted something special in the way of cake. Or maybe he wanted a different dessert rather than a cake. And then for Jada's birthday, she already said she wants her lemon cake, but she's going to decorate it herself. Hey, Cuzzo. And so I didn't want to make all these sweet things because I'm on my eating plan. You know, I took the class virtually online for Kaiser on Friday. And I'll tell you the truth. Those classes, when you take them, 90% of the stuff you already know, but you're not doing it. So the classes just kind of jolt you awake into saying, hey, I gotta stop eating this and I gotta start eating more of this. And so that's what I started doing over the past couple of days already. My plan doesn't start, my 16-week plan doesn't start till December the 21st, the day after my wedding anniversary. But they already said I could start it loosey-goosey. I've already started loosey-goosey. You know I don't play. If I tell you I'm starting something, I'm starting something. So I'll do some of the cookies from the book, maybe some of the muffins, and I'll just give them away. Enrique's family, Matt's family. Matt, if you're listening, I'm grateful to everybody who, somebody's poking me on this thing. I'm grateful to everybody who went over to Jada's page. I think that video has close to 100 views for Jada's little page with only 500 subscribers. That's amazing. You guys did that. You guys did that. You know, I'm sure you understand as a parent that I would much rather see my daughter have success than even for me to have success. And if I have any success, is because I want to like open the doors for her. You know, I built this little platform here with 86,000 followers at YouTube and 200 and something thousand at Facebook. And the whole time I was building it, it was never for me. It was always for my daughter, to open doors for her. You know what I mean? Hi, Cloudy Park. How you doing? I am so hot. I need something to fan with. Joe, do you mind turning on this fan for me above my head?
What, dude?
The fan above my head?
Put it on?
Yeah, the ceiling fan. I'm hot. The lights are making me boil, plus I'm 54. Oh, Lisa, see, Lisa came in. Yay! Lisa came in. That's fine. That's fine, honey. Lisa, it really touched my heart. You guys say hi to Lisa B. I didn't put your last name in the title because I don't want people to search for you and find you. Yeah, but from the time we had Sor Cristina, who that lady was strict. She used to be our homeroom teacher, and she taught us Spanish. Lisa, do you speak any Spanish? Seth could tell you because I was on the phone. I'm like, when I saw the stuff, I already loved the stuff, right? Because I like these type of material. And then when I flipped it, I go, oh, it has my name. Oh my God. And I started to freak out like a fool. And I was going to text you. I was going to text you a private thank you, which I still will. But I really wanted to do this publicly because my godmother, I was telling you the story about my godmother. She was from baptism. When I finally found her in Facebook, she didn't even remember that she stood for me. You know how Belize people stand for a lot of picnic that sometimes they don't remember who all they stand for, but I remembered her fondly. And so we've been building a slow relationship over the past, I'd say 8 years or so. And to get a gift out of nowhere from her is like, oh my God, and such a beautiful gift, you know? Okay, I'm going to put her on blast even more. Lisa just dropped Lisa, the last time we spoke, it was 66 pounds. How much are you at now, girl? I am so proud of you. Me and Lisa have been dieting since 1989. All right? We've been dieting since 1989. Lisa always drove because she was brave as hell. I didn't drive for the longest time. She came and she picked me and Joshua up once a week, and we would go to Numero Uno Pizza. And they had a buffet style salad thing that they served plus the pizza. And we would eat. And then she would say, Barbara, do you know what's the one thing you can eat even after you're full? I'm like, no, nothing. And she goes, ice cream. And we would get ice cream. And then I don't know if Lisa went to Jenny Craig, but I went to Jenny Craig. And let me tell you, when you're paying that heifer $300 a week or whatever to get your food from Jenny Craig, you lose all that weight. I lost all that weight on Jenny Craig. I starved. Even for my birthday party that year that I was on Jenny Craig, Joe made this wonderful splash of food. And let me tell you, I didn't eat none of it. Not even the birthday cake that he bought from this Belize man. When Joe, what did man used to make the cake? Melvin. Melvin used to make the cake. He made my wedding cake too. And that was some nice cake, man. I didn't even eat that cake. I'm like, F this. I'm going to lose this weight on Jenny Craig. I'm paying this heifer too much money. Lisa only speak poquito Spanish. That lady used to strict. So Christina used to be so strict. She would let us stand up next to her desk and she would give us the vocabulary and she would give it to us in either Spanish or English. So if she gave it to us in Spanish, we had to tell her the English and vice versa. And if you miss one, you would sit down. And a lot of those girls spoke Spanish natively because of the parts of Belize where they were raised, right? Because Belize's first language is English, the second language is Creole. And then I guess if you have to have a third language, it would be Spanish. Or let me not talk. Maybe it's Karinagu, right? I don't know. But in any case, some of those girls spoke Spanish natively. So they wouldn't miss a beat. They stood up the whole time, me sit on there like a dummy. I'm like, that's one and only time that's going to happen to me. 77, woo! 7. Somebody go buy Latina Bolito. Me kiss. Buy Latina Bolito. Yeah, she would let us stand up. And then when you miss it, you sitting. Sometimes you're the only one sitting, you know? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Then when I first got to Catherine's in first form, we had to make like a farewell song for the fourth formers, which were the ones graduating. And I remember, Lisa, I don't know if you were in the group with me when they made the song that says, Sor Cristina dice adios. Mr. Pelayo says you're fabulous. Miss Castillo says, let's no. What's the lady that taught English? Miss somebody says, let's have a ball. Miss Castillo says something not at all. And this is all the stuff the teachers used to say. Hi, Mama Cat. Oh my goodness. It's been a really amazing week. I mean, starting with like, I want to say Thursday or Friday, and then for somebody to nominate me. Who is the person who nominated me for that magazine? Y'all better fess up. And if you have photographs that you would like me to use as my green screen background when we're doing these live events and Jada's live event and stuff, please send them to me. And make sure that it's your photograph, that you took it yourself, or maybe your kids or your ma, your pa, or somebody. Don't let it be a professional that took it and I'm using their pictures. That's why I haven't asked for this before, because I don't want you to send me a picture saying that you have all rights to use it and then you're using somebody else's picture. So if you're going to send it to me, send it through the email, and you also sign on the bottom that you have all rights to use it. And then when I receive it, I have to screenshot it. So it's not going to be a high quality picture. When I screenshot it, I can put it in the background for the green screen. This is all the pictures I've used so far are pictures either I took, Jada took, Cindy took, or my friend Mark Christie took. Lisa, you have a lot of pictures out that side that's pretty. If you want to send me. Now, don't take things too close up. Like this picture right now, this background was far away in the background. If it's too close up, it's going to look like it's right on the back of my head, okay? So see how that little English bus where they come down the street there? The double Dutch bus coming down the street. It was a really, really nice surprise, Lisa, because I'm sure you know that I'm missing my mom at this time of the year. And I'm trying not to dwell on it. I'm just trying to be grateful every day I wake up, because when you start listing the things that you're grateful for, things change in your body and you get better from whatever is affecting you physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever it is. So Joe does have a family member, and it's a close relation. Lisa, I'll text you later who it is. It's a close relation that lives in Belize. I don't want to say names and stuff out here because of people's privacy, right? But he is suffering with COVID and he's suffering. I don't want to say nothing else negative. I know my mom used to tell me that's why I was smart. She tell me, she said, you're not really all that smart, You just got a good memory. I'm like, what the hell, mommy? You're my mom. You're supposed to tell me I'm smart. Lisa, remember Mr. Demoya? That fool failed me in geography. This is oh God, this is a bad one, Mama Cat. This is going to be like my fourth Christmas without my mom. So I think I'm doing a lot better than you are. And let me tell you something about loss. It's not time that does the healing. If time did the healing, God would be unnecessary. I know for a fact that it's God that does the healing. And that's why you see some people recover in 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. And you see some people live 50 years grieving somebody. You have a good one for me? Tell me. Now, did you guys see? I saw it on Google, so I don't know if it's true, because sometimes you got to go see it from different sources. But there's a report going around that Wendy Williams' mom passed. Now, that kind of hit me. I don't really care for Wendy. I don't hate Wendy, but I don't really care for Wendy. Wendy gets too messy sometimes. But I really liked her mom and dad. They seem like normal, people to me, and the mom was energetic and feisty and stuff. Mama Cat, we are so sorry to hear that. Do you have a Cash App? It's hard. I mean, in here, we're buying gifts. Everybody is giving each other a gift, but it's stuff on the $20. You know what I mean? It's stuff on the $20. It's like, We have to make up rules because I don't want the new year to start and we can't pay the mortgage. That would suck. I'm waiting to see what Lisa's writing. Cindy, are you still in here? Sess, are you still in the room? I know sometimes you guys go quiet because you want to give other people a chance to talk. So I finally got through editing the egg salad video. That video came out so good. I'm doing a collab with a young man, a Belizean young man that lives right here in California. He reached out to me and asked for a collab. He has a blog, the one with the B, where he writes up like a whole website. And his website has everything to do with Belize and what to do when you go there and history of Belize and history of different parts of Belize. And he's selling a beach towel. 3 different designs, I think. And they're like $35 for the beach towel. And what I like about the beach towel is that it's round. That was very smart. I don't like rectangular beach towels. You know what I mean? And I promoted him in this video. He'll promote me on his blog. And we'll see where this relationship goes. Thanks, guys. Thanks for answering. The teacher? Yeah. I found him, I think the year Mommy died, 2016. I called him and he remembered who I was. He did. You know what, Lisa? I knew that he was young. He was a young teacher when we were 12. He was in his early 20s, but I didn't realize he was only like 8 years older than I am. So I'm thinking I'm talking to an old man, right? But he was like in his late 50s when I found him. He was very nice, but I didn't get the feeling that it was a relationship to build in the way of a friendship. You know what I mean? Man, that sucks, Mama Cat. It really sucks. I know what it's like to lose a mom that was your right hand and your left hand, you know? So I don't know where the kids went to go do what. They're sneaking around here. You know, I think they're trying to get something for Joe. We went to ride the bike today, but Joe's bike, the tire was a little bit soft. And so he pumped it. And when he removed the thing off of the stem, when he moved the, you know, the head of the pump thing off of the stem, the tube ripped away from the stem. So there's no fixing that. So he had to come back and order 2 tubes. You can't buy one. You have to buy a pair. And those don't come till tomorrow. But he has that old bike that we could use. But I said, let's go back home because I wanted to deal with that magazine. That's what you need to do, Mama Cat. You need to call. You need to reach out for help. You really do. Don't stay there and just like pine away by yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I told him I needed to deal. You know, they ask you a bunch of questions. So one of the questions was, if you were to get a phone call right now with an awesome opportunity, with what you think is an awesome opportunity, what would that be? And I said, 13 people in one house. Oh my God. Oh my God. If you were to get a phone call with what you think is a great opportunity, what would it be? And I said, a collaboration with the Pioneer Woman and a call from Netflix saying they picked up my show. Girl, I have my answers. You can ask Sis. Whenever these things come up about what I need, I got my answers because I don't have a vision board. A lot of people have a vision board. I suppose that works. My vision board is in my brain. I see it every day and it constantly changes. If I'm tired, it changes to something else. If I'm energetic, it changes to something else bigger, right? But my thing is I want to get my show like on Netflix or what do you call it? I think Amazon Prime. I could do it on Amazon Prime, but it's a process and I don't have a studio. To do that kind of stuff, they want you to record from like a real studio with real mics and, you know, real everything, real lighting and da-da-da-da-da. So I don't have any of that. Although, like when it comes to YouTube, I think I do a little bit too much. I think, you know, I've upgraded my cameras and stuff on my own. You know, the one camera that I've had since 2018, I bought that from some money my dad gave me when he moved home. And then the second camera I bought from the money Facebook gave me for all the hard work I did with those 100 videos. And then I have another camera that I have in my sights. The price went up on the camera. You got to know what you want. If you don't know what you want, how are you going to be able to get it from somebody else? You know, I've learned that a long time ago that you have to have a list of at least 10 things that you want or need that if somebody says, how can I thank you? I don't know how to ever thank you. Give them the list. There's no shame in that. I need a memory card for the camera. I need a 2-pack of battery for the little Canon ELPH. I need batteries for this other camera. I need a lens protector for this. I always have something I need. I need a microphone that sits on the camera to where the dead cat's not hanging in front of the lens like what's going on. I think that thing got kind of weak. It's hanging in the lens now. It's kind of hard for me to use that. I need with foam. I got my stuff ready. Yeah, the videos are good quality, Mama Cat, but they would still complain about the sound because like I don't have no $3,000 camera that has a good recording thing on it, you know? And so for me to do like quality videos to put out there on Netflix, I would have to go to the YouTube studio, and I can go there before COVID, of course. Once you get to 10,000 subscribers, you are allowed to go to the YouTube studio, and you can use all that equipment. You check it out just like in the library, and you borrow the studio and you borrow the equipment and you tape your stuff, and then you have your thing packaged. However, the one caveat is you have to only show those videos on YouTube. If I go and record in a YouTube studio and I put it to Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime or whatever, I can get sued by YouTube. So what use is that studio to me? You know? Have you concerned that share skill as well? What do you mean? Please rephrase the question. Mama Cat, I don't understand what you mean. Oh, you guys went walking?
Yeah.
Hot in here, man.
Can I have some of your potatoes? Is that going to shortchange you?
No, you have to.
Okay.
I'm taking them.
There's only enough left. It's not going to be enough for you.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I'm
You still
going to take
pasta?
a small serving.
You still have pasta?
Huh?
You still have pasta?
You stay off of my pasta, Joshua.
You can't have potatoes
You
and
stay off of my
pasta.
pasta, Joshua.
You and Josh can share. I'm probably, if I eat later tonight, it's probably gonna be a share.
Because tomorrow I'm going to make my sweet potatoes. We could share, Josh. We have a lot. I have a lot of pasta.
Okay,
I'm
you
just
take
messing with you.
5% of it, and I'll take the rest.
What?
Yeah.
What? The potato can fit only in this little spot right here. Can you get me one of those plates that have the blue trim?
Yeah.
Let me show them. Have you considered that share skill? What is share skill?
My name is Senora.
Because I learn a lot from you guys.
And Dora.
Mama Cat, where are you located? Thank you, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this plate right here. Jesus Hector. Hi, Manic Carrot. From here to here, this is a bigger plate. But in the space where the food sits, because this plate has a little dip in here. So you can't put food on here. It's going to just fall in. So in this circular here, it's 9 inches. And on the plan that I'm doing from Kaiser, they said the plate have to be 9 inches. And they said, you're not going to pile the food 9 inches tall. Okay? It's 9 inches on the plate. So they say, cut the plate in half. No, get no equipment and cut the actual plate in half. Put all, Joe laughed. Put all this on this side is your starchy vegetables. Right in this least spot right here that your carbohydrate. This least kunku spot right here that your protein. So for Christmas, if you want rice and bean stuffing, salad, and cake, you better make sure it fit right here. And you can't pile it up. You could make cooking videos for they pay you in California. Ooh, I'm going to go look into that. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, guys. So every 2 seconds, you know what? You're hungry. And then the guy says you can eat a fruit with each of the 3 big meals because that's your dessert. That's what he says. Watch when Christmas comes. No, I'm going to be good. I'm going to, honestly, I swear to myself that in this part that has the carbohydrate for Christmas, I'm going to make sure the carbohydrate fit in there. I ain't playing. This is not just about weight loss for me. This is about getting control of my health before things go off the rails. I'm 54. Thank God I don't have no blood pressure, no If I don't have no blood pressure, I'd be dead. I don't have no high blood pressure, no high sugar, no high this, no high that. But you could set up today, and 6 months from now, you could be in the casket. You know what I mean? So I got to make sure that I keep things under control. I've been overweight for too long, and I know I can do this. I've done it before, right, Lisa? I've done it before. Lisa's done it before, too. Oh, shit. This thing that scraped me up here, Joe, have to come bend this thing with a screwdriver. There's a little spring on this bench that we sit on. American Online Learning Community for people who want to learn from educational videos. And they pay you? Because right now I can't do nothing that doesn't pay me. I'm so sorry. That's why I don't do TikTok. TikTok is too much work for me to edit. You have to do the thing, profile the videos, or else they don't look good. Then you have to edit it on the 1 minute. Oh my God. TikTok is a nightmare for me. I don't record on my phone because I edit and I don't know how to edit on the phone. I have the program, but it's hard to use. I can't see on the phone. I'm like, I can't do this. I prefer to do everything I still do everything on a computer. I really and truly do nothing on a phone in the way of editing and recording and stuff like that. My phone is to answer the phone calls, send a text, and maybe open an email if I'm in the street. But if I'm home and an email comes through, I open the email on the computer. You know what I mean? Let me put some of your things. Okay, somebody else talk. This live has gone downhill pretty quickly. Let's liven it up. So everybody has gone over to see Jada's video, the concert. It was a 55-minute concert. And she's learning 2 new songs. They're Christmas songs. She's going to continue to learn those and then have another concert on Friday on her page. She's going to try to stay consistent. She might pop in the week with maybe one little song to just make sure you guys are there. They pay you. Okay. Hi, Donna Brown. Bless you, Jay. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, my darling. I want to go down to 150. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm not looking bad on the lower half because of the bike riding. But I got to start working on the upper half because I really haven't worked the upper half since I stopped going to the gym. Oh my God, you remember Janique? Oh my God. Janique, the one-day diet. They don't even exist no more. The man dead. The man turned 120 and died. I swear the man was about 120. He lived forever because he went into the Himalayan mountains when he was younger and he lived with the Hunza people. And they taught him what to eat, what not to eat, what kind of supplement. Oh my God. I swear the man lived. Joe, how old Nabi went there? But 110? He lived forever. He lived forever, okay? And the company closed down. But it was these little wafers that you would eat. If you're on the flatter, smaller wafers, you would eat like 20 of those for the day. But if you're on the fat ones, there were 14 for the day. And so you'd eat all these wafers, drink a lot of water, eat fruits if you can't hold out. And then the next day you would eat your normal food. But because you've cut your caloric intake so bad on that one day, the next day you didn't want to eat. And you're like, oh my God, I was going to eat that. And then, no, I can't eat it. I'm full already. And so before 2 big meals, you would eat some citrusy type things named Crystal Chews. And you would eat 4 of those and drink a glass of water. That thing tastes bad. I don't like nothing tastes citrusy like that. I don't even like citrus, lemon, lime, Takis or whatever. Hot Cheetos. I don't like that stuff. No, I like citrus like in my salsa, but I don't want it in like sweet things, That's why I guess maybe that's why I don't like lemon pie too much. But I would force myself to eat that stuff, drink that water, and inside of 4 months I lost probably 55 or 60 pounds. They put me in their magazine back then too. I dropped right down, look like skin and bones, but I've never been on the 150. Never, from the time of 10, never been on the 150. So we're gonna see where we're gonna end up right now. I gotta take a picture though, because I started 2 days already and I didn't take a picture. So I'm back just to the gratitude part of everything. I'm really grateful. I have the money to pay the mortgage this month. That's a blessing. Every month that I have the money to pay the mortgage, that's a blessing. The value of my house is going up. Thank you, Jesus. It's going up. In this pandemic, the value of the houses are going up, guys. They're cucumber flavored. I've never tried those. And I'm not going to try them now because 16 weeks I have to be good. I got to be good for 16 weeks, guys. 16 weeks is a long time. That's 4 months. I'm in California. We're shut down. We're officially shut down since 1 o'clock yesterday. You always... Oh my God, Lisa, I forgot you did this diet with me. Girl, I'm telling you, when I tell you, Lisa is the friend that you want in your life, because if you want to eat, Lisa will eat. If you want to do a diet, she'll do a diet with you too. You know what I mean? It's like somebody let me know that their husband was ill, and I told that person, I'm the kind of person that you need in your corner when it has to do with any kind of illness, because I knock on heaven's door unceasingly, and I don't give up. I don't ever give up, until I get my answered prayer. I'm that person that holds on to the hem of Jesus' garment. Give me this blessing. Give me. You're in Stockton. That's California too, right? Are you guys shut down? We're shut down here in San Bernardino County. 1 o'clock yesterday was the shutdown. I don't care. I don't care nothing about the shutdown, because I could still ride my bike on the trail. They don't stop you from doing that. And I keep my behind right here in the house. We got some food. I'm going to make some videos, and we're going to keep this moving. So what do you guys want to see this week coming up at the show? Tell me something that you would like to see. We're going to go based off of the 38 people in here. Thanks for coming in, guys. But it is a clickbait title. I just figured I would do what all other YouTubers do and clickbait the title so that I can get a few people in here to watch, so that I can just honor my friend that sent me these beautiful gifts. Yes. Lisa, thank you. This is so thoughtful. And of course, because that's my brand. Our Tahoe needs 2 tires so bad. Joe says they're worse than onion skin. And I said, how much for a tire? He goes, $80. I said, for 2? He said, for 1. I said, what? You better park that truck. You better park that truck for right now. No, that's expensive. People broke. Oh, I'm going to go to the post office tomorrow to mail out books. I've got 2 orders that I'm going to ship out. Miss Margaret, if you're watching this, your order going out tomorrow. I went to the post office to ship your thing out on Friday. And when I got down there, I didn't have your apartment number on the darn thing, right? And then the girl said the zip code was wrong. And I think it's me that kind of wrote it too fast. And she was going to look up the zip code. And I said, no, look up the zip code, because I don't have the lady apartment. So I went back. I brought it back home. I filled out the information correctly. And then, Miss Jerry, if you're in the room, your products will be shipped out tomorrow too. Okay, I'm going to the post office tomorrow. Now, let me tell you guys something for the people who are coming into the replay. Look below to see how you can buy my book. I put all this stuff below. There's different methods of payment, all right? We've got Venmo. Speaking of which, I have some money in Venmo that I have to move. I don't trust Venmo yet. It's too new for me. We've got Venmo. We've got Cash App. We've got Zelle. And Zelle, you're going to use my email. So don't think you're going to scroll to the bottom of this video. You're going to see that phone number that I put out there public, and use that phone number, because that's not hooked to my Zelle, okay? You're going to use my email. I've got PayPal to PayPal. I've got PayPal at me. I've got the P.O. box where people send checker money orders. I would advise you not to send money in Christmas time. You know what I mean? Which makes everything more sense. Yeah. Yeah, so you have to, tomorrow is the 7th. These books take 7 to 10 days to go, to any of the other states, because they're media mail. If you're going to want it to come more quickly, I don't know if they have first class on 2 books. I'm thinking, I don't know what I have in the description, but it's there. Because whatever the post office tells me, she says this can't go first class anymore because it has to go priority. I put it down below. Okay, so check down below to see the different mailing methods that you have. And know that when you buy the book, I go ship it right away. But coming closer to Christmas, I'm not going to that post office. Hi, Eddie. It was a nice surprise. Lisa, you missed the part where I was telling the viewers that Joe and Joshua was afraid. Well, Joshua Moore was afraid to open the box because they thought it could be an explosive. They thought it could be anthrax. It could be a little jar of COVID. Yeah, the week right of Christmas, when Christmas the what was Sunday? That week I'm not going to no post office. I think the last time I'll go is that Monday before Christmas, because that line ain't long, and they only got 2 people, and I'm not going in there to stand in a hot place to melt, and then you get up there and you could catch COVID from these idiots, because in that neck of the woods where the post office, then people think they have privilege. They walk in there without their mask, they send them back outside and pissed off, right? They put the mask here like they're stupid, on the hair like they're stupid. I'm like, when I go to that post office, Joe won't even go in. I have to go in and brave it. I have my little sling purse right here. I don't touch nothing. Not touch me, no look upon me. Get away from me. You're starting. And I'm like that. I'm rude. Stand back. You're too close. Stand back. You're too close. I get up there. I pay for my thing and I bounce. All right. So I'm letting you guys know up front. Buy on the books now if you don't want to give away books for Christmas, because you might not get it on time. Because your girl ain't playing around with that post office. I did that one time when I was selling aprons. That was a nightmare, to go in there and stay in a line so long to mail away 1 apron. I'm like, You have stuff to sell on Etsy? Yeah, I had set up an Etsy store, but it didn't work for me. I didn't have enough products in there. So I closed it. That's when I was doing the aprons and the what the hell else was I making? Says apron or something else? Bags. Apron and bags. Yeah. So I'm learning to wear like pinks and reds and stuff on this green screen so nothing gets lost. Although, let's see if it mess with this green thing. Yeah. Oh, seemingly dragonfly gets see-through. This one right there got see-through. Thanks for coming in, guys. I really appreciate all of you coming in and just hang with me while I honor my friend, my godmother, the secret person that nominated me to put me in a whole magazine. I've already answered the interview questions. I've sent them 5 pictures. They wanted 5 pictures that showed off my brand. Fanny pack with spray home. I just bought a bottle of Dettol off of the internet. It's half the size I have and it's twice the amount of money. Every time we go into lockdown, the Dettol price go up. What these Americans know about Dettol? I guess they're buying it over in Europe, huh? Or in Belize. I don't know. Yeah, so anyways, I'm going to go eat something again. I want to stay on course to eat before 5 o'clock in the evening so I don't have to eat anything after 5. And we're going to go on this journey together. A few of you said you wanted to go on this journey with me. You don't have to. You don't have to. I'll still make the Christmas stuff and give it all away. And then I'm just going to eat my healthy stuff. And it's not like I lie like Paula Deen and say, butter, baby, and then I'm not eating it. I'm going to tell you guys, I ain't eating this. This cake is good, but I ain't eating it. That's how we roll. Yeah. So remember to lift our family up in prayer. You know what? Let's do that right now. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for all that you've given us. Thank you for the ability that we have to use our free will to choose to come back to you, to lay everything at your feet, that you can fix whatever problem that ails us. If it's our health, if it's our finances, like Mama Cat, she's got both, the health and the finances. And if it's our relationship, I've got issues with relationships with people. So I'm always honest to let you guys know what I'm dealing with. Thank God none of us here are dealing with health issues. Jory's COVID test came back negative. We're so grateful for that. But we do have loved ones in the family that are dealing with COVID, be it the person who's ill and the person who's taking care of him. And we pray right now, God, that you touch his chest, touch his lungs, just heal him just like that. Let it dry up. Get this little strand of RNA to just exit this young man's body, and whatever mucus is causing distress, let it dry up forthwith, because he's in Belize, and you know the care there is kind of lacking where it comes to COVID and anything else. So God has to move. How many of you know that a miracle is God's supernatural intervention into your situation? And honestly, miracles are very, very infrequent. People always, oh my God, I went out there and I missed that accident by a hair. That was a miracle. No, it's not. A miracle is when God moves in your situation and it happens where no other way could have happened. Then you know it's God. So don't ever sit there doing stupid things saying, oh, well, I'm going to get a miracle. You might not get one. It's like the lottery. You only get one if you believe and you don't falter. So I try to keep myself healthy because I don't want to fall into illness. I pray for my friend, I'm not going to call her name, that just lost her mom. She was on vacation here, arrived on Friday, talked to her mom over the weekend and the Monday, and by the Tuesday, the mom was gone. They all live together, so you know they miss that loved one. I pray for Wendy Williams and her dad and her siblings on the loss of their beautiful mom. I really like that little lady. I pray for anybody who suffered any loss of any kind. If it's the loss of a loved one through illness and passing, or if the person just walked out and left, because a lot of people are just bouncing. They can't deal with the stress, right? I pray for anybody who has financial difficulties, including us right here, me and mine. And anybody who's dealing with any kind of demonic things against their brain. And anyone who's dealing with any kind of spiritual stuff. Anybody who's in a cult. Some of these politicians that people follow is straight up cult. I pray for these people's eyes to be open. Take the scales off, God. I speak God's word and I send it to all of you that are within the sound of my voice, the people who's in this room and the people who watch this video afterwards, because I'll leave this video up. Thank you to everybody who has taken a breather in their life just to think about me and to pray for me and my family and extended family. And for the other people who took steps, like the person who nominated me for the magazine, like my godmother who is dealing with her own trauma, and she stopped for a moment to send me a beautiful, thoughtful gift and a monetary gift. And it's not like these people are rolling in dough. I'm so appreciative. Thank you to my friend Lisa, who just really, really put some sunshine in my day by giving me this set right here. I truly treasure it. It was a beautiful surprise. It was so thoughtful. Thank you so much for thinking of me. And I pray for your entire family and your sweet grandbaby, that everybody stay blessed. Remember, all these things we ask in Jesus' name, amen. Remember, wear your mask, watch your distance, and wash your hands. And remember that the first form of defense is watching your distance. Stay away from people. Don't go to mom and them for Christmas and all these holidays coming up. Just talk to them through Zoom. They'll be here for another holiday. And then wear your mask. And the mask has to be 2 or 3 ply. If I've sent you a mask, wear the darn mask. Joe's going to start making some more soon. The thing is, we couldn't find fabric for a minute. And if I send you the mask and it doesn't have the elastic in there for you to tie it, just put a string and tie it. I don't have elastic. That's why we haven't been sending out any masks. But we could send some out, you know? Each of us have like 6 on us at all times. All too soon, this will be gone. Nothing lasts forever. Haven't you ever heard that? Nothing lasts forever, good nor bad. Everything has an expiration date. Okay? Thanks for coming in, guys. I think this is long enough. This is almost at an hour. I love you guys. I'll leave this up, share it for me, like it. When the video is done, can some of you do me a favor, like Sess and Edmund and some of my diehards? Can you go over to the actual video and write on the page, even if it's a little heart, even if you put a little heart, because when the live event is over and all this is done here in the corner of the live chat, when you don't have nothing on the page, YouTube doesn't put it in the algorithm. And everything I do has to go in the algorithm so I can get paid. Tomorrow, you're going to see the egg salad, and then I'm going to start recording more videos tomorrow. And I'm doing Vlogmas at Bear Pantry Talk. I've put up a video a day. They're about 10 minutes long. And I'm still putting up videos for my members, okay? So pray for me. Pray for strength. I love you guys. Ending broadcast now.